Hey everyone, Jacob with Scooters Lawn Care here in Cape Coral, and today we are talking about weather delays. And our weather delays here are very different from our Springfield, Illinois location. Here we have just insane weather, July typically through September. It's when you're going to have your peak afternoon rains. It's when you're going to have your high occurrence and probability of hurricanes. And this can just totally wreak havoc on our schedule. So talking about this, informing everyone to let everyone know what happens, what this causes, and how we handle that is extremely important so you can kind of know what that looks like for your schedule. So no matter the service, whether it be a landscape project, whether it be mowing, with all the afternoon rains, really depending on when this hits, it can change things drastically. I've seen seasons where it feels like it's always 4:30, 5 o'clock rain. And when that happens, that's amazing. It allows us to get a lot of work done and really keep moving forward on our projects because the ground does tend to dry out very, very quickly with the sandy soils. But years like this year specifically, where it just feels like when it rains, it is always 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and it just ruins the whole afternoon and takes up the afternoon where we potentially can't mow anymore, have to stop landscaping because there's so many puddles in the projects we're working on. And so what this can cause massive delays or extensions of projects. And we hate that, and we do everything we can do to work through that. But if it rains every day, stuff for our mowing list especially ends up rolling over, because if the mow list is expected to get done at 4 or 4:30 and you get rain at 2 o'clock and say that rain lasts for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and it makes it where we really can't get back on the sites and get much done before the end of the day, you have a rollover that day. And when this happens day on day on day, it can make it very, very challenging to keep consistent days. So that's one thing that will happen with rain delays. Hurricanes can come in and cause tropical storms. Even if it's not a bad hurricane, you can end up with rain that is so heavy and blows in for so long and is so consistent that we might not be able to cut lawns for a day, up to 3 days. And that's just a tropical storm. Things can get even more excessive when it comes into high winds, damage, other things of those sorts. Now that's just one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is material delays on top of that. So all of this weather and this rain affects all kinds of different materials, whether that be from shipping materials in that are coming in from out of state or upstate, or maybe that is sod. Sod specifically is extremely temperamental to rain because they have to be able to cut that the day before or the morning of. And if the sod fields got flooded, we want to do everything we can do to complete jobs and move projects forward. But if we're waiting on sod, they go to cut and it's flooded, they cannot cut. So at certain times, this means that there's big delays on sod, there's challenges, there's all kinds of logistical things where the partners we have that we work with and get sod from will not be just trying to get it from their farms, they'll be trying to get it from farms further upstate or across the state, so they can still get material for us. But that, no matter what, doesn't ensure we're going to get it on the given day. This could be a day delay, this could be a few day delay, and sometimes we might not be able to even get sod for a week or a couple weeks, really depending on how bad the weather is. So these are all massive effects to the schedule. Now on our part, what we do for everyone is as much as possible and try to keep you with as much information as you can possibly have is communicate with you, whether that be via email, via text, via phone call, so you can know what's going on. We have our standardized rain email delays where it is a standard email that goes out that says it was delayed over rain, over whatever the case may be. Just so you know, yes, your lawn, it didn't get done today. You got an email first thing in the morning. It's going to be put on today's schedule. There was a delay. And so we communicate those delays and do everything we can do to keep you informed so you can know what's going on with your project. Because the bigger the project, this is even more important, because the most exciting part is signing, figuring out you're going to do this awesome thing that's going to change the beauty and up the value of your home. But the hardest thing is from when you sign to completion and how that's handled. We do our best to manage that well, communicate with you so you know exactly what's going on every step of the way. So that's what goes on with weather delays. That's the kind of things we deal with, especially in this part of the season. And I hope that gives you some information and makes you feel even more comfortable to work with us. We're excited to work with you.